I have to spread this warning before you guys get scarred for life, and this is not a joke or hyperbole like seeing JYP see through plastic pants and saying, oh my god, I'm scarred for life. This is actually extremely disturbing. So right now, if you're scrolling through Twitter, Instagram, maybe even TikTok, there are these fan cams going around that seem normal at first, but then cut to a horrifying footage of people harming themselves, getting harmed, and other footage in that vein. It's things you would never want to see in your lifetime. It's a bunch of accounts doing it. Some look like they're associated with each other because of similar symbols on their pages. The account Fancam Situation has done a great job gathering all the info and accounts you should block and avoid. Trust me, again, you do not want to see these. Also, they're attaching these clips with any and all groups. I've seen Blackpink ones, Luna, multiple boy groups. There were ones attached to Yeji fan cams, and it was her birthday the other day. So imagine a really young ITZY fan scrolling through the birthday hashtags for Yeji and seeing something that will mentally affect them for the rest of their lives. I don't know if this was just a stunt that these trolls randomly started doing, or if it was a group of people who were tired of always seeing K-pop fan cams under unrelated tweets and topics, and this is their way of getting fan cams banned altogether. Just be careful, turn off autoplay if you can, and don't respond to DMs from strangers. Yes, they're doing that. Block, report. Hopefully we get these unsettling clips off of these platforms as quick as Jin was kicked off of Weverse. If you don't believe me, this comes from the man himself. Jin tweeted, "I think I've been kicked out of Weverse. Please let me know if I've done something wrong." And then he laughed and laughed. Probably because there's more going on here than it seems. But before we get to that, if you're wondering how he got denied access in the first place, I think it had something to do with him asking V for a response and then blasting the notifications in the meantime, which by the way also caused the servers to shut down due to so many fans getting online to see what was going on. I know GFriend is also very active on Weverse, so I would have loved to see their reactions to this. Now, the reason we're talking about this is because I think this was actually ingenious of Jin, who took this opportunity to slyly promote 17. If you look at the picture he attached, the bottom is the access message, but smack dab in the middle is 17's documentary Hit the Road. And hey, this could very well not be intentional, but I can't help but to think that it is, seeing as how Jin is not only a smart guy, but a couple of days later, it was announced that Big Hit has become the biggest shareholder of Pledis Entertainment and that all of their intellectual property will now be under Big Hit. That includes both New East and 17 in their boy group lineup. I think everyone saw this coming, the addition of 17 onto the Weverse platform, both sides playing off the rumors for months now. This is crazy and landscape changing. In the span of 1 year, Big Hit went from BTS to now having several boy groups under their label, along with GFriend for the girl group market and a new one on the way. Now, just to be clear, Pledis will still operate as Pledis because this was an equity investment, not a full merger or acquisition. It's different than the Source Music situation. But for fans who have had problems with the way Pledis operates, well, now they have someone kind of looking over their shoulders. And for artist management reasons, this could be a great thing, but at the same time, I don't want any one company to get too big and start monopolizing the industry. Just like how it would be cool to see Lunar under SM and further the success we saw them have earlier this year, but it probably wouldn't be good for K-pop overall if everything was under SM, YG, JYP, Big Hit, even CJ, E&M, you know? How do you guys see it? Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Especially if you're a fan of New East or 17. For now, let's be optimistic. This came just in time for 17's 5th year anniversary, and I love that the guys celebrated by donating toward helping youth and students with things like art and cultural education, mentoring, and scholarships. Because along with the guys, 17 fans followed suit and donated toward a variety of charities and relief efforts. It was also Shinee's 12th anniversary, but the sad part was that besides Taemin, the other 3 members are serving their military duties. Although that didn't stop them from releasing handwritten letters to their fans, and Key even uploaded a clip of Jonghyun that we've never seen before that I'm sure brought smiles and tears simultaneously. Man, I remember like it was yesterday when they just released Lucifer and Hello. Now Taemin is performing on Ellen with Super M, preparing for his own solos, following his fellow Super M mate Baekhyun, who just released Candy, by the way dancing with the same girl that danced with Kang Daniel and Somi, fun fact. But besides all the good news and records Baekhyun has been breaking, speaking, he recently revealed something on social media that sounds like it shook him. In his words, it was something he couldn't hold in and needed to get off his chest. He said that one day after his schedules were finished, he bumped into two fans waiting for him, not just outside his apartment complex, not just in the lobby, but on the floor that he lived on. Now, the scary part and the part that makes him anxious when thinking about this is that according to him, you can't see which floor people are going to from the outside of that building. So how did they know? How did they find out? Was there someone who leaked the info? Did these two people go through the mailboxes to find his mail and address? He then went on to beg them not just to never show up again, but to please protect his privacy. He's worried about what they would and could do with this information. Baekhyun has had terrible run-ins with sasaengs in the past. What do you guys think is worse? Quote unquote fans who are so obsessed with you that they invade your privacy and put you and your loved ones in danger? Or online haters that make it a point to attack and chip away at you each and every day? Because while he is dealing with the former, Momoland Ahin is dealing with the latter, publicly saying, please stop sending rude DMs about me, the group, or our concept, please. Imagine seeing things like this every day. Luckily, she also says that she's a strong person who will just block them, not letting it dictate her mental health and emotions. And Monsta X's Fantasia comeback touches on these different aspects of celebrity life. Chuhun made an amazing comparison between celebrity life and a swan, because we see the beauty and the glamorous image above the water moving gracefully from one point to another, but we don't see how quickly their feet are paddling underneath the surface. He then said he compares that to the topic of their new song because now they are at a point where they just want to trust the flow of water. The message of the song was to be as freeform as possible, like water, because now more than ever, they just want to go with the flow. The way they combine that message with the, in their words, flamboyant vibe and Western visuals is so unique. We keep talking about how June is going to be a crazy month, but there are exciting things happening right now. Along with the comebacks we just talked about, we recently witnessed the debut of Secret Number and the very first Indonesian K-pop idol. I mean, from the looks of it, they're going to have a bright future because they are already on top of the pants game. Look at these, and these, and these. Oh my god, I'm scarred for life.